What's up, guys? A little under the weather here. Just gonna show you a quick video. Haven't seen any, well, seen one or two. How to replace the rear struts on a Ford Expedition. It's 2008 Ford Expedition. Talking about the non-electronic. It's the shock and the spring assembly. You got three little bolts up here. You got one bolt here. I've already sprayed it down. I've already loosened it. But instead of taking off the caliper and all these extra things, here is a bunch of stuff to take off. I saw a video from a fireman, or a retired fireman, who took off this bolt. So it's really just one, two. This drops down. This whole sit drops down. So I'll put the jack that I have temporarily supporting. I got two jack stands plus this jack. What I'll do is I'll take this jack down and I'll put it right underneath here when I loosen up all these bolts, and I get these three bolts loose, and that should drop that down so I can replace the springs. I went to O'Reilly's and got this tool. It's a 1/2-inch drive up to 250 foot-pounds right there. So, sorry, 67075. Yeah, sorry for the shoddy camera work. I'm not very good at this, but I also got this axle nut. It's a 30 millimeter because that one's a 30. That one's a 27, but it's 30 on the inside. I guess I should show you. This is the 30. That's a 27 right there. On the inside, it's a 30, but there's a my axle's right there, so it came off loose from there. So there's a bracket on the other side. I'll show you later. So anyway, just use the breaker bar, get those loose. 1A auto. I got the complete struts right here. Like I said, this is the non-electronic. So this is what I'm going to be replacing. Here's those three nuts, and then it's just got the one bolt in the top. So wish me luck. Should also mention there's some tight tolerances here at the top. These are 15 millimeters. I've got just a ratcheting. It was strong enough, they weren't too tight, so I was able to break it with the ratcheting wrench. I'll show you. Just I think these are Huskies. Yeah, Huskies from Lowe's. Got them from Lowe's. They just get on here like that. That's it. That's how I'm doing the top three bolts to get those off. Okay, so basically, once I got this bolt out, which was right here, I put this jack up underneath the strut. I actually removed this brake caliper with these, just because I thought for some reason that this unit was going to fall down onto the ground and let me get my clearance. But you can see I have my clearance. There it is. It's loose. So I got it out. So I'm only taking these two bolts off and these three. I did not need to take this brake caliper off. I took it off. It does give me a little bit more room here because it was right here, but I mean, you don't have to do it. Anyway, sorry for the voice. I'm just a little under the weather right now, but pull this bolt out, get this out, put the new one in. So it looks like this is gonna work. Okay, it worked. I did end up taking the caliper off so that I could have more clearance to replace this thing, because with this caliper, the brake line and the caliper on the rotor, I couldn't get this out, the old one out. So anyway, once you do have to move the calipers, it just makes it a little bit easier. But I don't think you'll need an alignment. I don't even see how they would adjust for an alignment back here. This is the back side. So, but the only thing I did was remove the top three bolts here, the big bolt here, and the big bolt here, and then I put it all back. I put that to 250 pounds, which I believe is tighter than what it was. This was probably 250 because it felt pretty stout. But anyway, that's the reason why I rented that tool. But so anyway, I put 250 pound torque on both of these, and then these take a couple days to settle. But that's it. That was the easiest part. I mean, I say it's easy. Yeah, I've been out here for a couple, 3-4 hours. But it's just me. I'm not feeling very well, but anyway, I tried to do this without the caliper, and then I ended up having to stop and take the caliper off while this thing was in here just jiggling around. So Anyway, I hope that helps somebody. 2008 rear strut assembly.